jumping tonight. Woo! I know it looked kind of rainy out there, but it's been a beautiful, beautiful Wednesday. Thank God all y'all coming out tonight. Doc Rock, how you doing? I know you're preaching a good word in our other location in Decatur. We're having a great time here in Gadsden. Today we're gonna have a good time. And really this is one of my favorite teachings right here. It's called Pain, Purpose to Success. And I can literally say that I can feel the pain to get to the purpose to success. We want to do something together. I haven't done this, and we're gonna do it together. We're gonna read that section together because I want you to understand it, and we're gonna go in simultaneously. Can y'all read that with me? I'm gonna say about it. 1, 2, 3. Y'all ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Awesome job. I want you to read this so you can understand it. One thing we know in life, pain plus purpose is success. I don't know if y'all saw the movie, the kids probably saw it. It's called The Sea of the Beast. Well, y'all saw The Sea of the Beast? It's like a cartoon. It's called you saw The Sea of the Beast. Y'all grown folks that saw it. But what it is, it's an animated cartoon that they're trying to take this beast out. And what they're doing, they're taking arrows and they're shooting it into this beast to cause pain. One thing about this beast is like a whale, so it does not have the ability to get the arrows out of its back. So they're trying to take this beast off because they think it's a mean beast. And they're causing pain on this beast. Lo and behold, it's not a mean beast. It just look mean by how it looks. So in the movie, you'll see that the beast got all kinds of arrows stuck into its back because they're trying to take the beast out. In life, what happened to us a lot of times, that we have all kinds of arrows stuck into our back and it's impossible to get them out. It affects our life daily. It affects how we act and what we do. Most of the time, it affects us so much that people do not understand what we're facing. I'm going to talk about some of them pains. Some of the pains we need, but some of the pains we need to get rid of. If you go to the first thing, it's that pain pushes you to purpose. Purpose pushes you to success. Pain pushes you to purpose. Purpose pushes you to success. That is difficult to believe that pain will push you to purpose. Now, me, ladies, I have not had a child. If I had to have a child, I would probably be a virgin all my life. I watched my wife have 3 kids. And all 3 kids, I think I was in more pain than her to see the action of it. And what got me in it with my wife, if you had a child, after my wife went through all this with our kids, after she went through all this pain, her first reaction was, can I see my child? In the midst of that pain, she knew she had a purpose for it. I want to talk about that pain to get the purpose. I know we don't want pain. No one does. One of the hardest pains to deal with that we went through the pandemic was when we lost loved ones. I think even now it's affecting our kids, mentally and physically affecting us. We had not saw loved ones leave like that. Never in our life. I went to more funerals than I ever went to in my life. I was afraid that life was going to be over. I went to the park. They shut down the park. They shut down the school. At first they said black people couldn't catch the disease, but eventually we started catching it. It was a false statement. We didn't know what was going to happen. We sit in the house. Had never sit in the house. Didn't know our kids, got to know our kids. Didn't know your husband and wife, got to know them. And it wasn't a pleasant thing. We was used to going out, so it was painful to be at home. The mask was painful. I got tired of smelling my bad breath in that mask. It ran me crazy. So pain ain't something that we want daily. It's something that we run from. But many times it's something that we need. The next one are forward thinkers. There's no superhero are real. I know we think that sometimes. We think superheroes going to come and rescue us. That's not a real statement. That's cartoons. So sometimes we wait on a superhero to come and release us from pain. It doesn't work that way. Pain is not what we want, but it's what we need. Pain is not what we want, but it's what we need. When you ladies went through pain to have that child, you needed to show that that child is coming out of you. You know it was coming out of you. You knew you was pushing it. It's not what you wanted, but it's what you needed. Shout to God is good, but moving towards your purpose is better. I grew up in a church where number ladies shout. That's in the tradition of church. Men didn't shout at all. My mom, I sit beside my mom, and Doc Rock will tell you, I don't know why I got to always sit beside her. I knew she was going to jump and knock me out, but every Sunday I still had to sit beside her. It was me, Sheila, and Doc Rock. Doc Rock was wise. He knew what was going to go down. He was not sitting beside her. So in Sundays, my mom would go off, and right before they sang the song, I can't get it now, but it was one of them hymns that they sung, and she would holler, and she would do the same tradition. Ah! Just slap me silly. And men didn't shout. Women shouted. And I thought because of my shout, and because they shouted, that they was getting closer to God, and that was not even the answer. It did not move God. Just because you holler and cry in church don't mean you're moving God. You have to move God by moving yourself. A lot of people think that God going to come down himself and do it. God used people. I think when God come down himself, the next time we all going up with him. And we sit and wait on God with shouting and hollering. I have done it because I thought that was us. But that's not the answer. The answer is moving close to God and dealing with that pain. Another one says success is not a pill that you can take. If success was a pill, I would be taking so many pills right now. It's not a pill. If you could, we're going to look at Proverbs 16. Proverbs 16, 1 through 4. And I kind of skimmed through it. I kind of want the last one, but I'll talk about to him and belonging to the plan of the heart. But from the Lord comes the prosperous answer of the tongue. All people ways seem pure to them, but motives are weighted by the Lord. In other words, sometimes to me, I'm always right. I don't know about y'all. I'm always right. When I'm wrong, I'm right. In life, to be honest, you're not always right. I don't know who like construction criticism. I don't. I can't stand criticism. I hate when somebody tell me I ain't right. It runs me crazy. It is painful for you to tell me that I'm wrong. As a child, I did so much wrong. So when I came adult, I can't be standing to tell you that I'm wrong. It is needed. Construction criticism is needed in my life for me to be successful. But based on my childhood and what I dealt with and faced, I can't take people I can now, but I couldn't take people giving me criticism. Sometime in life, and I get to it before I get to it, sometimes your past pain controls your adult future. I was talking today dealing with a situation with my life that I thought I had overcome that slipped up on me that was a past pain. It's like covering a dead body but not getting rid of the bones. Sometimes your past will catch you if you don't deal with it. You have to deal with some of the pains in your life. You just can't let them be. One of the greatest pains, and I talk about it all the time, and I mention about my daughter having cancer. I talk about it all the time. One of the hardest pain was them to tell me that my daughter was going to die. It ain't praying is good. Hollering is good. Believing God is good. But she got to take chemo and other things. She going to lose her hair. She going to get smaller. She going to get weak. It's going to be painful to see my daughter. But my daughter has a purpose in life. I'm not going to like it. I'm going to cry. I'm going to be upset. It's going to be rough for me. It's going to be tough for me. But that pain going to make my family strong. That pain going to make me strong. It's not what I want, but it's what I need. God purposely designed your life for what you need. I know kids, and I did, and I want to be born in another family. I wanted this and that. That was not the map of my life. It's crazy what God did to me. He sit in heaven and saw me. He said, I'm going to do unique. I'm going to let your mama have you by a married man. Then I'm going to let your daddy never say 2 words to you till you're 25. Then I'm going to let you go to school with all your brothers, and they don't like you really. He sit in heaven and wrote this out. He thought about it, how my life was going to be. It ain't like he made a mistake. He knew how to design my life. Then he said, I'm going to let your granddaddy be an alcoholic. I'm going to let your auntie take advantage of you. I'm going to allow this to happen. But God, that is so painful. And you are directing my life. What kind of God do I serve? And you are perfectly directing my life. Pain plus purpose equals success. Many times God has wrote your life out. And based on your situation, you feel he has failed at your life. He has wrote your life out perfect. You might not like the situation. You might not like what happened. But he haven't missed a beat. He got to let you go through pain. Because he got a great purpose for you. Matter of fact, pain let me know you can understand me. People start talking. I said, but let me see your wounds. Don't tell me none of you ain't been through. Lift your shirt up and see have you been ripped. How blood dripped from you. Don't tell me I can make it if you have never been through what I've been through. Did you get over? See, I can tell people how God wrote my life out. And I can tell them, look at my wounds and look how God has moved in my life. Pain. Pain. Proverbs 12, and I go back. And I rushed it. I ain't got long. Proverbs 12, and I'll read across it real quick. 12. I got them rolled out. 12 and 25. It says, anguish wait, drown the heart, but be kind words cheers it up. Said it to say with purpose and pain. Sometimes you have to speak well about what's going on. You can't dwell on things that's wrong. I hate being in conversations when people believe God can't do it. I hate to be in conversations when it's always woe is me. I hate being in conversations when people think they can't get over it. I hate being in conversation when nothing is never going good in your life. I hate being in conversation when you always the one that's been picked on. It's always a bad day. The birds are chirping. The sun is shining, but it's a bad day for you. Can you have one good day? Everything can't be that bad. Them conversations, God is saying having great words work. Talking positive about the situation. But the problem is in the story, I go back to the sea of the beast. He was only angry because he had arrows in him. And he didn't have the ability to get the arrows out of his back. Strong as he was. If y'all watch the movie, he had the power to destroy boats. He had the power to go through the ocean big as he was. He had the power to hurt people. He had the ability to take out the world, but he didn't have the ability to take the arrows out of his back. Sometimes you don't have the ability to change. You need help. I have my arrows. Today, I have them. I don't know what your arrow is. I don't know what your pain is. I don't know what you're going through. But I do know these arrows hurt. I know if I walk around every day with arrows in my back and I can't get them, I'll be a frustrated person. I'll be an upset person. Let me continue so I have a lot of time. 2 said, are you willing to take the pain for the purpose so you can become success? And I want to talk about this. Are you willing to take the pain for the purpose so you become successful? First thing I want to talk about is family pain. Man, oh. Woo. Woo. Grandma said, when I was coming up, as it's a family issue, keep it with the family. Don't destroy our name. Don't make people see our name in a bad way. They already see our name in a bad way. You just deceive yourself. They already know we are the hood rats. They already know we poor. They already know our family lineage. They already know granddad was alcoholic. They already know, they know inside the house. Whether you know, they know. And you don't want to talk about family issues, and it's killing the whole family. We don't want to discuss it. We don't want to confront it. We don't want to put somebody in jail. Why you don't want Uncle to go to jail for what he done to these kids? Because your name is that important that you would carry it to the grave. And we have to deal with your pain. Matter of fact, other people got to deal with your pain. What you have caused kids to be reckless, to be crazy, to go off. Now they're going to school and to work and to the job based on what happened at home. 10 years I deal with kids that have got in trouble in the city of Decatur. I deal with kids that was involved in shooting or got to fight. Anything that was violent in the city of Decatur, they came to my school. And when they got there, they was angry, y'all. They was angry. It got so bad that the kids couldn't even ride on the bus to get in the fight. So they put me on the bus. When them kids got on the bus, y'all should have saw them. Every morning they was mad. Why? Based on what was happening in their house. Think about what happened in your house. Think about how you got over the pain as a kid. What happened to you? Was you the black sheep? Did you not get the attention you want from your mom? Did your dad come in and didn't hug you? Because as a man, he didn't believe he needed to hug you and give love. Did your family go to family trips? Did everybody come back from school in the summertime and you didn't have a story to tell? Did your mama check your grades? Did your parents make sure you was going to succeed in life? Did they say anything positive? Did y'all come together as a family in prayer? Did y'all believe God was going to move? Was anything ever positive said to you? Did they ever tell you pretty and look good? Did they ever tell you to succeed in life? What was their conversation on a daily basis in your house? Was it anything ever positive? Was everything always negative? Would they ever say, girl, get here? Did they ever call you out of your name? Was his word meditated that you did? Was you ever going to be anything? What happened in your house? And nobody want to discuss it. But you got a generation right now going to tell everything. They can't take it. They refuse to go through pain. You got more kids in therapy than the law allows now. And let me say this to African American people. I believe God is a counselor, but you might just need a therapy. You might just need a couple of pills to make it over. I know we say, I don't want pills. Okay, that's cool. But you get enough pain, you're going to take some of the pills to get rid of the pain. I know it. If you're in surgery, I don't believe in pills. You start taking some of the pills. Yeah, I know God's going to do it, and God is a healer. But sometimes you need to sit down and talk to somebody. Have a conversation. Let somebody pick your brain. Let somebody talk to you. Let somebody talk what happened. Let you talk back. Sometimes you need to talk back. Sometimes you're going through so much pain, you just want to talk about it. You just want somebody to hear what you're going through. Just want to tell you what I face. Personal pain, secrets. Personal. Nobody invited me to the prom. I had to go by myself. Nobody wanted to date me that I was ugly duckling in school. No matter if I was cute. I didn't get the car I wanted. My mama gave me her left down car. So when I drove to school, it pop, pop, pop everywhere. It was embarrassing. Matter of fact, I parked in a block away and walked to school. My parents didn't pick me up in time. Personally, they never came. Matter of fact, I never saw my dad in a ball game. I scored all the touchdowns. And I never saw him and he was home. Personal pains. I should have did better. I should be further. Why am I here? I got pregnant young. I got somebody pregnant young. I did this personal pain. How you deal with personal pain? And God is saying he equals purpose to make success, but it's personal pain. It's secrets that nobody know about. Look in the mirror. I'm not as British as I think. I know when I grew up, my ears was bigger than my head. My ears been this size ever since I was a little kid. I had a big gap in my. I wore about 12 pounds soaking wet. So I ain't wear a lot of shorts in the summer because my legs were too skinny. I was not the one that the girl was going to pick. I was not your handsome guy. But one day, my head caught up with my ears. Another day, I got enough money to fix this grill. The pain I faced became pleasure and success. See, you can't live on your personal pain. You got to understand God got you in these personal secret things so you can help other people. I think it's so important. Next one I want to talk about this is a good one. Financial pain of struggle. Me and my wife was so broke. Woo. Y'all, I mean, y'all not at the church when everybody go out to dinner. Everybody go out to dinner, man. They ain't going to an expensive restaurant. They going like Quincy's, Old Charlie's. You know, it ain't even expensive. It was to me. I had 5 people to feed. And everybody come together to church and they said how good God is and I don't pay my tithes. Everybody come together, huddle up. And they said, we finna go out to church. And me and Marshall look at each other and said, well, we headed home. We wanted to go. We ain't had no money. That was painful. I mean, one Christmas. It was the 24th, I think, about the 24th. But we were so broke, I started believing in Santa Claus. I'm kidding. But that's how broke we was. And I knew Santa Claus wasn't real, but I could hear that bell ringing like on that commercial. Ring, ring, ring. And I knew. I never forget March, the dad came up. I think it was like $500. Man, we ran out to them stores for their clothes on New Year's Eve, boy. Christmas Eve, and we was shopping. I felt like a crackhead with crack. Boy, I was running everywhere with that money. It was a struggle. It was painful. We didn't have it. But one thing I have to say in the midst of our struggle, in the midst of our pain, I was never jealous of nobody. I never got mad at people. I believe one day this pain was going to cause me to be successful. I believe God had me in this position based on the things I did myself. But God had me in this position so I could be successful. I knew God had a brighter day for me. Say this testimony and I get on because I ain't got about 15 minutes. And Marcia might know this. Talking about my daughter, and I probably said it, but we was down off in at the children's hospital. I think she needed, what, 24,000, something like that. How much was it? Well, 5,000. Yeah, about 5,000, but 24 for the whole thing. Yeah, we needed 5,000. I had 5 cents in my pocket. And we had to take Zoe from children and take her home. But she had a very expensive medication that she needed. And they was like, you can't leave without this medication. And we tried to call a few people because I think we need about 2,000 or 1,500. We needed 10% of it. We needed 5,000. My bad. We need 5,000. I thought we needed less. And I looked at my wife, and they put them in a wagon. I said, put Zoe in the wagon. She said, where we going? We're going home. And they was looking at me like, no, you can't take her home. Because she go home, she going to get sick. Y'all got to bring her back. Well, I ain't got $5. I looked at my wife with tears in her eyes. Financial, we didn't have it, y'all. We were standing in the McDonald's house, eating the food they was giving. They asked us for $5,000. Struggle pain. I looked at my wife and I said, before we get out of the outside of Birmingham, God going to do something radical. Tears in her eyes. Her and Zoe, and I got Zoe in the wagon, and she bald head because all her hair fell out. She got no eyebrows. And Zoe's sitting in the wagon laughing. Marcy crying because she know we ain't got 5,000. And I'm telling my wife, in less than 30 minutes, God going to do something. She said, how? I said, I don't know. I just know I'm in pain because I don't have no money. And I only have God to trust. And I know God will send me home with a baby girl and not show up. I just believe God's going to do it. How? I just believe he's going to do it. I have nothing else. I put Zoe in the car. My wife crying because I couldn't cry. I had to be the man. And I'll never forget it. About time we got out the outside of Birmingham. Some kind of way she got a crazy phone call. They asked us to come back. Come back for what? We got this medication for you free. Struggle pains. Struggle pains. To see your baby girl and don't have it. And to believe in something to have nothing in your hands. Pain plus plan plus purpose equals success. I had pain, but I had purpose, and the medicine became success. I had pain, but I had purpose, and the medicine became success. I had pain, I had purpose, but the medicine became success. God didn't let me get outside of Birmingham. And he showed up. Financial pain. I got to go on and have 12 minutes. Turn to the back. 8 facts. Never let your problem take you under. Never let your problem take you under. It's not that big and I hair up. Never let your problem take you under. Never let your problem take you under. Don't matter what happened, no matter how big it is, never let it take you under. Deal with it. Mankind was created in the image of God. Mankind was created in the image of God. You are God. You are a small g. You are in his image. You are after his likeness. What he will do, he will do for you. Change even when other people stay the same. I like that. Change when other people stay the same. You make the adjustment, you make the change. People need your final plan. I need your final plan. You don't know what day you talking, and I need what you're saying. I need your final plan. You don't know what day you're talking to me, and you think you're having a general conversation, but you don't know what I'm going through. You don't know. You just talking off the cuff. You just, Mom, you just talking to me. You just having a good day with me, but you don't know what I'm going through. Now God is prophesying through your mouth to me. You don't know why I'm in tune to you. You don't know why I'm listening to you. You just having a conversation, but that just might be the day that your words have changed my life. You don't know what people need your final plan. People need your final plan. Success is your daily snack. You got to eat it daily. Success is your daily snack. You got to eat it daily if you want to be success. Pain pays the bills, baby. Lord knows pain pays the bill. I know it's days when I don't go to work. It's painful dealing with a staff. Painful dealing with what I work with. Painful. But Lord knows I like living in the house I live in. Lord knows I like driving the car I drive. I love that I can go to because back in the days, I don't know. I didn't have air conditioning in my house. We had one air conditioner up front. And Dad said we cool off the whole place, but it only made it to the kitchen. So most of the time we made pallets in the hall floor. During the summer, we went in the bed. We was up front. And Mama didn't want you on the furniture. So you ain't laying on the furniture wearing it out. So you got to lay on the floor. So you made a pallet with all the blankets and towels and sheets. Because it was so hot back in your room, you literally thought the devil was sitting there smiling. And Daddy was not going to buy AC for all the rooms. You know how y'all kids got flat screens and TVs in your room? We didn't have that, and Lord knows you wouldn't have AC in your room. So we laid down. And when I was in the projects, wasn't no ACs. It was a fan that hung 45 degrees. And you like when the sun died because the air came in. So what am I saying? Based on that pain, I like going to my AC and typing in a button and putting it from 70 to 63. Matter of fact, in my house, I got 3 different buttons. I got one for upstairs, one for the middle, and one for the front. I can change them out. I can be 69 here, 70 here, go upstairs, and be 63. You gonna tell me God ain't good. I know pain make you feel good. And I don't deserve none of it based on my life. I deserve to be in hot air. I deserve none of it based on how I act. Not yesterday, based on how I act today. I deserve none of it. I'm not lucky. It was his plan. I got to rush up. Stop telling people, I got to do this one right quick and I'll be gone. Stop telling people you're hurt, but tell them how you got over your hurt. If somebody hurt you and they keep telling you and talking about their hurt over and over again, and they never tell you how they got over it, you're going to get tired of it. I listen to people come and they're always talking about their childhood or what happened in high school and what happened 20 years ago and how they got hurt. And I have to say, you 60 years old. You got to get over it. It's funny I say that to them, though, you know, because before you teach a lesson, it affects you. So when somebody come to me, I'm always talking about get over it, grow up, mature. And I'm right what I'm saying, but it's totally different when it happened to you. I was sitting at home this morning by myself. God was like, get over it. Quit using an excuse. People ain't got to forgive you. You hurt them. It's good if they do, but they ain't got to. It was your fault. You did it. Quit blaming people. But I'm hurt. Quit blaming people, Brandon. Quit breaking up your past. Quit going in deep thought about it. Change, son. Quit using your hurt as an excuse. You are 51 years old. But God, I got over this. And God, I got over this. And God, I'm telling God, and I got over this. And I got over this. He said, but you haven't got over this. Stop telling people you're hurt. And tell them how you got over it. In it, I'm gone in my 6 minutes. It says in your paper, physical pain, y'all go read this. Talking about the physical pain. It said Jesus knew his physical pain was going to be crucified. Heard about this, about the Romans being crucified and disgraced soldiers of Christians for the past 500 years. So this wasn't new to Jesus. Jesus had been heard that had been crucified. A lot of people think when Jesus got crucified, that was the first thing that happened. That was not the first. We know that because there was 2 Steves on the side. They had been doing this. It's like when we go to prison for murder and they execute you. That ain't nothing new. So Jesus knew as a child, a baby boy, it's crazy, that he's going to be executed. Now think about it. You know now that in a couple minutes, I'm going to take you to one of the latest prisons, and I got to execute you. You didn't do nothing wrong. You didn't steal nothing. You didn't do no crime. But I'm doing it for your family's lineage. If you want to save your family, I got to execute you. Many of us will bag back and say, I'm not going to do it. That would be a physical pain. It would be mental. It'll be stressful. It says, so it said, I go down real quick where I'm going. Some projects you have developed, business deals been executed, and people around you cause physical pain. Sometimes in life, and I'm be gone, you got to let family go. Jesus had been out and about. He came back in to check on his disciples. Them Negroes was asleep. Them Negroes had got a coffee break, a tea time. Y'all ladies spill the tea. Had did something of that nature. The Messiah is in physical and mental pain. Let's check this out. He know they finna beat him. He know the crucifixion. He know how it worked. It's been going on for 500 years, so it ain't nothing. So growing up, can you think they're finna execute you tomorrow? What it's gonna be like? And he got his disciples, his boys, his praying, and he comes back, they sleep. It got so stressful that they said blood literally came out of him. Sometime in life, even your family you let go because of the physical pain they're putting you through. I love my kids. I love BJ. Peace if you're seeing this. I love Ivy. I love Zoe. But I'm in love with their mama. If they start causing me physical pain, them jokers grown. I ain't talking about little kids. My youngest one, 24, I think. Mom, I love her. But when they start causing me stress, when I tell them something, if they want my money, they got to listen. They can't get God money and don't serve God. I told my son, act like you serve God when you get my money. Oh, yeah, he's serving him now. Y'all don't need. Now he quoting scriptures now. I've been reading Job and Joel and this what Job did, Dad. He came. Now this joker preaching. Then his mama said, you're a preacher. Well, I ain't a preacher, Mama. But now you got my money. Now you serving. Not just my money. Now God done put you through some pain. Now God done broke you down to your knees. Now you saying how good God is. Yeah. Emotion pain. And I got 3 minutes. I said, leaving your family. Jesus was born to develop a great relationship with his mom. That was emotional hurt. He kept crying to his family about the issues. Quit crying to your family about issues. Who hurt me? They did me wrong. No one understand me. Everybody mean. We must fight our past emotion demons to get the purpose of. Let me say this to you. I want to see this one. I know this one personally. Your past demon would hunt you down, beat you up, and leave you looking like a fool. I don't care you speak in tongues. I don't care if you fall on the floor. I don't care you walk with God in the cool of the evening and he blowing a fan on you. I don't care what you're doing. I don't care how close you are. I don't care if you walk on water or walk on stairs or walk on the floor. I don't care if you float in the air at night when nobody see you. I don't care. I don't care you shot cutting in the handle of the cord. Let me tell you, if you don't deal with your past demon, they will hunt your butt down and they will rip through you and they'll leave you looking crazy. Emotional pains. 2 minutes. Your purpose. Jesus knew the pain of the cross would lead him to his purpose of dying. This last one. And success would save all mankind. Read this again. Pain plus purpose equals success. Jesus knew his pain of the cross would lead him to his purpose of dying. And success will save all mankind. We must work on dealing with the pain of our life to find a purpose in God. And it would help us all become successful. Pain plus purpose equals success. Success plus purpose equals pain. God bless you. Father God, we thank you for the night. It's been an awesome night. God, we realize that we got to go through pain to make it in life. But I understand in pain, God, I'm going to have my purpose. And God, I'm going to be successful. God, I hate to say thank you for my pain. But God, thank you for you taking me through. God, I pray I go through it quicker and hurt less people. But I pray out of my pain, my purpose arise. And God, your people can succeed that I'm only success for you. God will give you glory and honor. And your son, we pray. Amen. God bless y'all. God bless y'all. Have a wonderful and marvelous Wednesday.